Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. If you're here, chances are you're considering taking the next step in your career by earning your PMP certification. In this video, I'm going to guide you through the process of signing up and applying for the PMP exam. From meeting the eligibility requirements to creating your PMI account, completing your application, and scheduling your exam. I'll cover everything step by step. Before you start the application process, it's important to make sure you meet the eligibility requirements for the PMP certification. The requirements are based on your education, experience, and training. Let's talk about education. You'll either need a 4-year degree, like a bachelor's degree, or a secondary degree, such as a high school diploma or associate's degree. For the project management experience, if you have a 4-year college degree, you'll need at least 36 months of leading and directing projects. If you have a secondary degree, you'll need at least 60 months or 5 years of experience. Finally, there's the training requirement, where you must complete 35 hours of project management education or hold the Certified Associate Project Management certification. If you meet these requirements, you're ready to begin the application process. The first step is going to PMI and creating your PMI account. This is where you'll manage your application and access all the resources that PMI offers. I'm on the PMI website, and that is pmi.org. If you've not created a new account, you will click on Register. You'll fill in your first name, last name, country, email, and a password. One helpful tip when creating your account is to register using the exact name that it appears on your driver's license or other government-issued ID. This is important because when you register for your PMP exam, the name on your account must match the ID that you bring to the Pearson VUE Testing Center. Getting this right from the start can save you a little bit of time and prevent issues later. If you do need to update your name for any reason, don't worry. It's a pretty straightforward process. I had to do it. I found PMI support team to be very responsive and helpful when I needed to make that change. And hit register now, or you can select to register with LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, or Apple. Once you've created your account, you will have to go to your email and get the number to verify the email account. Once your account is created, you can log into your account. First, I'm going to go to certifications. I'll click on Project Management Professional. I have already started an application, so here's where you would actually click to start your application. But here it's saying I want to complete my application because I have started that. So I'm in the first section, which asks about education. So here's where you will add your education. For the professional education, this is where you have taken the 35-hour PMP course. You will add the training provider. You'll add the course title. You'll select the month and the year that you started and completed the course. You'll add the qualifying hours, which is 35 hours for the PMP exam. I'll save that education. You can see on the right-hand side, my academic experience, I've got a green check mark. And then for my professional education, I've got a green check mark with my 35 hours. So now I can continue to my experience. Here I've already added one experience. You have a few things to consider when adding your experience. So if I've started a project in January and the project goes from January to March, and then I started another project from February and it goes to June, the overlapping time period does not count for double the time. So I would just be able to count January to June as an experience, and of course that is over 2 different projects. If I don't complete a project between June and July, I will not be able to count that month. And then if I started a 3rd project in July and went to November, I could add that project in. So if we look at this experience that I've already created, we see I put my title, the organization I was with, what my job title was at the time, and it does not necessarily need to be project manager. It can be your actual job title. You'll select what approach that you used, whether it be a traditional, agile, or hybrid. Team size, the project budget, and the project dates. For the description, you want to provide the high-level description, as we can see here, summarizing your experience, and it needs to include the objective, the outcome, and the role on the project, and your responsibilities and deliverables. And it says here a typical response is between 200 and 500 words. You can expand this box, makes it a little bit easier to see. Once you're done, you save that experience. And on the right hand side, we can see our experience summary that I have 3 months of the 36 months. We can add another experience here. Find the functional reporting area. We have marketing. I'm going to select other. We'll select the approach, the team size, the budget. If you can't provide the project budget, you can select classified. Project dates, I'm going to do February 2024 to May 2024. For the project description, I have created a tool in ChatGPT to help you fill out this product description based on the role that you played on this project. So if you were to go to ChatGPT and explore GPTs, all you need to search is PMP project description, and you'll see this assistant here that will help you create that project description. We want to start the chat, and here is where I can just start typing in my description of the project that I was working on at the bookstore. So once we've entered some information, the assistant will output the objective, the outcome, the role, the responsibilities, and deliverables. If you want to edit this, you can do this within ChatGPT. If you type in Canvas, it'll open up a window where you can edit the text real time. You can also ask ChatGPT for to change some things, or if you have any questions. Once you're done editing this description, you can highlight the description hit Control C or right click and hit copy. Go back to PMI and paste that into the project description. I can use Control V or right click and paste. And then we can expand this to see, make sure it pasted in correctly. Once it is, we can save it. And now we can see that we have 5 months, 36 months. As I mentioned before, even though this was February to May, the February overlapped with February and March. So you actually only have 5 months, January to May. Now, I went back to ChatGPT and I added some information that I was project manager for a room addition on my house. And I built this assistant to let you know that that is not considered a criteria for project management experience, but you need to make sure that you read the PMP application checklist to know what you can include and not include. Also, you can look in the PMP examination content outline. I will include both of those in the description below, so you can click on that and go to those links. Now, once you have completed your experience, you will go to the exam details section. This is where you'll add your country, your citizenship, also, since it makes note here, when you're adding your education, your experience, or this information, anything in your application that you provide that is false could result in you not being able to take the test or becoming a member of PMI. It can expose you to prosecution potentially. You can edit your identification, your email. One of the requirements when registering for the exam is marking that the name that is on your application is what is on your driver's license. If they do not match, you will not be able to take the PMP exam at the Pearson VUE Exam Test Center or at home. So whenever you create your PMI account, be sure to make your name as it appears on your driver's license. Once you submit your application, it typically takes 5 days for them to process the application. They'll review that, all the experience and education, and they will submit a decision whether you can proceed to pay for your exam and schedule it. If you are selected for an audit, you will need to make sure that you can be able to verify the experience. They will ask you for people that you have worked with to verify that information. Before I submitted my application, I just sent a text to a couple of the people I worked with and said, hey, I'm doing this. Just being on the lookout. If I need you to verify information, I'll send that to you, send you that link that is going to be required to verify that experience that I've had. If you take the PM training 35-hour course, you have the ability to purchase a voucher through them. It'll actually make it a little bit less than if you were a PMI member. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got a lot out of it. Please add any comments or questions in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to answer any. Of course, I did put some links in the description. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Have a good day.